Welcome to Vlogz Automotive Podcast, episode 30. In today's podcast, I talk about Wall Street expects record quarter for Tesla with 420,000 deliveries. Jeep concept exhibits electrification, bringing luxury to Moab. Porsche Experience Center Atlanta celebrates grand opening of a second track. 911 One Icon, Two Extremes. Naomi Campbell becomes a co-creator for the launch communications of the first BMW XM, and Volkswagen has no plans for a new internal combustion engine Golf beyond current model. If this is your first time here, thanks for clicking on that play button. I'm Mario Gear, and I've been involved in the automotive industry for well over 15 years, and I'm here showing my enthusiasm for all things automotive. Let's begin. Wall Street expects record quarter for Tesla with 420,000 deliveries. For the entire calendar year, Wall Street analysts forecast Tesla deliveries to come in at around 1.8 million. The first quarter of the year is on track to bring record deliveries for Tesla around the world. The price cuts implemented by the company earlier in the year is the most in most global markets, combined with a production ramp at Giga Texas and Giga Berlin, are paying off. The consensus among Wall Street analysts is that Tesla will deliver approximately 420,000 vehicles in Q1 2023, up approximately 15,000 units, plus 3.7% over the previous quarter, and an increase of 110,000 units, plus 39% over Q1 2022 for the entire calendar year. Wall Street forecasts Tesla deliveries to come in around 1.8 million, according to investor.com. Tesla is currently ramping up two new factories at the same time, in Berlin, Germany, and Austin, Texas. In addition, the EV maker is still increasing capacity at its other vehicle assembly plants in Fremont, California, and Shanghai, China. The company recently announced that Giga Berlin achieved a production rate of 5,000 Model Y vehicles per week. In December 2022, Tesla also announced that Giga Texas reached a production rate of 3,000 Model Ys per week. Despite no further updates, production likely increased since then. These plans have allowed Tesla to post record deliveries over the last few quarters and consolidate its demand for the EV market. When it comes to sales, Tesla is looking good in all major markets worldwide. In the United States, Tesla's biggest market, the EV maker is on track to post more than 180,000 sales in the first quarter. According to our forecast from Cox Automotive, that would be an all-time record quarter for the company and would allow it to surpass 5% market share for the first time in the U.S. In China, Tesla's second biggest market, the latest registration data shows that the company already beat its record for deliveries in the country with 126,000 deliveries, reported a week before the end of the quarter. The EV maker is expected to deliver around 140,000 vehicles in China in Q1 2023. Things are looking good in Europe too, with some countries like Portugal reporting overloaded Tesla delivery centers. Owners are reportedly asked by the company to get their cars directly at the truck companies, as there's no physical space to store the cars. The Model Y is the top-selling EV by far across Europe, while in Norway, Tesla is on track for a record month of March and around 10,000 vehicles delivered this quarter. So there we have it. Tesla looks like it's booming. Way to go. Comment down below if you're planning on, or if you're in the market for a Tesla, and let's hear the reasons why you wanted to get a Tesla. If you have one on order or you're thinking about it, let's discuss and the reasons why you choose this one over one of the other automakers that have presented EV vehicles? Let's hear what you guys have to say. On for our second story. Jeep Concepts exhibited electrification brings luxury to Moab. 7 concepts at the annual Easter Jeep Safari will let engineers see how they do in the wilderness. Jeep's latest collection of Easter Jeep Safari concepts feature a mix of eco-friendly powertrains, luxury, and the brand's trademark ruggedness. The 7 concepts will be tested on the off-road terrains in Moab, Utah for the 57th annual gathering of Jeep enthusiasts, which begins April 1st. It's one of the largest off-road gatherings in the world and is hosted by Moab's Red Rock Four-Wheeler Club. The brand uses the event to glean insight from off-roaders and give designers and engineers hands-on experience in the wilderness to help them develop future models. Mark Allen, head of Jeep exterior design, said team members who are first-time participants in the Moab adventure always come back a charged person with a different perspective of their role in creating Jeeps. I always say that if you work on Jeep, you're an engineer, designer, or if you're tough in some way or other, I need you to know Jeep, Allen said. This is probably the most immersive, best way to do it, and it's super impactful. Each concept is loaded with the latest production and prototype Jeep performance parts from Mopar. Grand Wagoneer Overland. Jeep is bringing luxuriness to the desert this year with the Grand Wagoneer Overland. The SUV is outfitted with a roof camper and it is the first Moab concept based on the current Wagoneer. The brand used the Grand Wagoneer's short wheelbase variant instead of its longer L model. The concept's most striking feature is the custom red tail Overland skyloft attached to its roof. The skyloft includes a sleeping area for 2 and a window to give occupants panoramic views of the environment. Not bad looking concept. Designers removed the Grand Wagoneer's second and third row seats to accommodate the camper. Jeep said in the rear most sunroof was repositioned to create a custom weatherproof pass-through entrance from the lower area where the third row seat used to be to the upper skyloft level. The camper has its own battery pack and is solar charged, Allen said. It has a heating, air conditioning, LED lights throughout. With the rear seats gone, Jeep appointed the interior with 2 bean bags, a plush throw rug, pillows, and custom ambient lighting. The carpet was replaced with truck bed lighting. Magneto 3.0. The battery electric Magneto concept, which boasts a 6-speed manual gear or transmission, will make its third and final Safari appearance this year. The reimagined version of Magneto 3.0 has more efficient motor that boosts the torque output from 850 foot-pounds of torque to 900. It also gets a 20% increase in usable energy and range from the previous version. New with the Magneto 3.0 are 3 selectable drive modes. Drivers may choose between the standard 285 horsepower, 273 foot-pounds of torque, or the maximum 650 horsepower, 900 foot-pounds of torque. There's also a 2-stage power regeneration mode and a hill descent option that Jeep says can offer true one-pedal off-road driving in serious rock crawling conditions. The 3.0 has an updated paint scheme that pays homage to all three evolutions of the vehicle. Jeep said the rear seats have been removed. I need to stress that there's not going to be a production version of this. Allen said this is us with an open laboratory testing and learning about off-road electric vehicles. But this won't mark the end of the battery electric Jeeps in the Moab. Next year, a production version of the electric Wrangler-inspired Recon will be available, Allen said. Scrambler 392. The powerful Scrambler 392 concept will charge through Moab with a Hemi V8 engine producing 470 horsepower, 470 foot-pounds of torque. It's built on the open-air legacy of the 1981 Jeep Scrambler CJ8, the brand's first convertible compact truck. The concept, which features custom carbon fiber bodywork, sits on 40-inch tires wrapped around custom 20-inch wheels. The two-door concept started as a four-door Wrangler Rubicon. We changed the body styling on the vehicle, Allen said, and the idea behind this was a twofold. One, to extract more performance out of the vehicle by removing weight, and second, to create an alternative body style. It is still the 118-inch wheelbase from the Unlimited four-door, but turned into a sort of two-door short pickup. Jeep said this concept includes the new AccuAir suspension kit developed for the Wrangler and Gladiator. That system allows an adjustable suspension lift ranging from 1.5 inches to 5.5 inches. Jeep says, and it can be adjusted on the fly with an in-cab controller or through long-range Bluetooth and a wireless device. 1978 Jeep Cherokee 4xe. Jeep designers put the electrification spin on a vintage 78 Jeep or Cherokee. The vehicle is bought from Craigslist and modified heavily in-house on the Wrangler Rubicon 4xe plug-in hybrid chassis. It uses the Wrangler 4xe powertrain, which is composed of two electric motors, a high-voltage battery pack, and a 2-liter turbocharged i4. Allen said that when they bought it in, the old Cherokee was a piece of junk, but was everything the team needed. Wrangler Rubicon 4xe, the Jeep team is bringing its popular Tuscadero pink on the Wrangler Rubicon 4xe concept. The color is outstanding indoors. It is super purpley magenta, Allen said, and outside it rolls into this beautiful pink. The concept makes use of the AccuAir suspension kit to create enough clearance for the 37-inch tires. Gladiator Rubicon Sideburn. The fortified Gladiator Rubicon Sideburn, which has a plethora of accessories, sports a grille guard that mimics Jeep's 7-slot layout and doubles as a bench. Okay. For those that have been out in the desert, sometimes you want just to be able to sit down and relax, said Mark Trussell, head of Ram Truck and Mopar Design. There's obviously tailgating that goes on, so we were offered another way to do that. The design team at Jeep Performance Parts by Mopar listened to customers' feedback and installed a pair of removable 11-inch TYRI rectangular LED lights on each of the roof panels. The unique bed, it has integrated MOLLE panels above and behind the wheel flares for additional storage. Wrangler Rubicon 4xe departure. Trossel said the Mopar crew raided the parts bin for the Wrangler Rubicon 4xe departure concept. Like the sideburn concept, the departure has a custom grill guard that folds down to create a bench. The Mopar designers added flat fender flares and wheel liners that are designed specifically for larger wheels and tire combinations to provide additional clearance. The departure uses 3 header-mounted 11-inch TYRI rectangular LED lights with custom brackets that mount to the backside of the windshield header. Jeep says each light easily pivots out of the way when the windscreen is folded down. Custom rock lights illuminate the ground at all 4 corners. One of the things we've learned over time, Trossel said, is that our customers love to see how we utilize the things and accessories that are available to create a unique look. So there you have it. Here's some concepts. So which of these concepts did you find most interesting? Yeah, comment down below what you guys think. Let's have a discussion about this. Moving on to our next story. Porsche Experience Center Atlanta celebrates grand opening of a second track. Thrilling new West track designed by Tyke with a section inspired by iconic U.S. and European circuits, nearly doubles the length of the existing course. Atlanta, Georgia. The Porsche Experience Center Atlanta, PEC, officially opened its second driver development track on Thursday at an invite-only grand opening celebration. The milestone event at the headquarters of Porsche Cars North America was celebrated by current and former Porsche racers, Porsche executives, local business leaders, and officials from the cities of Atlanta and Hapeville. Track will open to the public on April 1st. This is a special moment for all of us. I've driven the new West track and it's awesome. It adds a new dimension to our sports car experience, said Kjell Gunner, President and CEO of Porsche Cars North America. I'm proud to be opening the new site, welcoming our guests, and one more to be investing in the Atlanta area as we celebrate 25 years in the city. The Porsche Experience Center in Atlanta has welcomed nearly 400,000 guests since opening in 2015 with its first track. The new West track is adjacent to the original South track created by the world-leading designer of racetracks, Tyke. It doubles the length of the existing driver course and includes features inspired by some of the world's most iconic racetracks, including Nuremberg, the Nürburgring, Nordschleife, Daytona, and Laguna Seca. The project is a cornerstone of a $50 million investment in further developing the headquarter campus of PCNA. And we have more and more and more, but links to this article will be in the show notes. Let's move on to the next story. Also from Porsche, 911 one icon to extremes. Mankind has been searching for eternal youth for a millennia, a goal that has become a reality in the automotive world. The 911 is a timeless, always young and attractive, thanks in large part to a strong genes of the original 911 from 1963, but the continuous momentum of the iconic 911 is rooted in portfolio management that is forever unearthing new character traits, which also plays a key role. We cater for a wide range of lifestyles with the 911 derivatives, says Michael Steiner, the member of the executive board responsible for development. Our youngest protagonists are called GT3 RS and Dakar. Creatively, the ability and development in the series ensures uniqueness and desirability of our brand. So there we have it. We'll move on to the link to this article will be in the show notes. Let's move on to our next story. Naomi Campbell becomes a co-creator for the launch communications of the first BMW XM. BMW M wins over British model as a protagonist for the worldwide launch of the BMW XM under the motto Dare to be You. Extravaganza high-performance model designed by Naomi Campbell will be presented in the course of 2023. The launch communications for the new BMW XM fuel consumption combines 1.7 to 1.6 liter combination power consumption through the first high-performance automobile with M hybrid drive will be launched by BMW together with a stronger, independent, self-confident, creative partner. First and foremost, Naomi Campbell, model, actress, cultural inventor, and one of the most influential figures on the international fashion scene over the past 4 decades. With her as a co-creator, the worldwide communications for the market launch of the BMW XM under the motto Dare to be You focuses on a new dimensions of self-confidence, presence, expressive lifestyle, and assured individuality. The first BMW XM not only makes an extravagant design statement, but is the pioneer of maximum performance with electrification drive at the same time. And we go more and more about it. Links to that article will be in the show notes. Let's move on. And for our last story, Volkswagen has no plans for a new ICE Golf beyond current model CEO. The iconic Golf name will not die, though BMW plans to use it on a BEV based on the SSP architecture as early as 2028. Volkswagen has no plan to invest money in the next generation Golf with a combustion engine after production of the current model ends. The brand's CEO Thomas Schaefer said in an interview, the 8th generation VW Golf will be a significant update next year, after which the brand's core model will not be renewed. Not with combustion engine, that is. Schaefer told German Automotive via Automotive News Europe that the Golf's future depends on how the segment develops until the end of the decade, leaving a small door open for a future Golf generation if major changes occur globally over the next few years. If the world develops completely differently than expected by 2026 or 2027, then we can also launch a completely new vehicle again. But I don't expect that to happen so far. That's not the plan, Schaefer said. That's quite a big surprise, seeing as the VW brand will switch to a BEV-only lineup in Europe from 2033. So there would still be time for a 9th generation Golf with internal combustion engines until then. Volkswagen dropping the ICE-powered Golf is obviously a huge development, as the model has been synonymous with the brand since the first generation model launched in 1974. However, that doesn't mean Golf name will disappear as well. Volkswagen plans to use it in the future as a battery electric vehicle. It's clear that we will not be giving up an iconic name like Golf, Taycan, or GTI, but will be transferring them to the electric world, Schaefer said. In December, VW CEO told Autocar that Volkswagen and the ID name have a good enough connection to keep the latter around, even alongside more traditional names. He said there could even be an ID Golf. Back to the Auto News interview, the executive said that an EV model has to fit the genes of the Golf to get that iconic badge. Just saying any vehicle does not work. We won't make that mistake, Schaefer explained. By Golf genes, the executive means the example, a flatter roof compared to the ID3 all-electric compact hatchback. Schaefer believes a Golf BEV won't happen until 2028 at the earliest, when Volkswagen launches its new scalable system platform electric architecture. The SSP platform will move more versatile than its current MEB counterpart, allowing VW Group to support a wider variety of cars. Interestingly, the SSP-based VW Golf EV puts to rest rumors that the MEB entry-based ID to all concept might get a Golf name when it reaches production. So, there we go. So, yeah, there we have it. Which of these stories did you find interesting? Let's hear them in the comments. Leave them out. Reach out to me. And as usual, be sure to like, comment, share, and follow me on all of my social media platforms. Yep, there we go. There we have it. And